So my name's DAINE Pearson. I'm at IBC 2013 for Cinedec here in Amsterdam, and I work for the Cinedec company out in New York. We've got a 2-channel recorder and a 4-channel recorder that we've been selling for a couple of years. The MX is what I'm standing next to here. But it's basically, in the most simple terms, a tape deck replacement, although you might say it's an ingest appliance. 4 channels, pretty much every codec you'd ever want to use, be it ProRes or DNX, ABC Intra, H.264, DPX, and so on. We write redundant files, so you can write to 2 different destinations at the same time, whether it's internal SSDs or network SAN or NAS connectivity. We also write to USB drives, we write to eSATA drives. Our primary user base is pretty much multicam productions, so 8, 10, 12, reality shows, talk shows, drama shows. We've added a couple of new features that have been coming up sort of between NAB and the IBC show. We've got the new playlisting feature, which is essentially a simple non-linear editing interface built into the operating system of the Cinedec, which allows you to build simple timelines, add a bumper on the top of it, put a couple of clips together and play them out. We've done a lot of work on the RS-422 control. So we've got a couple different modes where you can set the deck up to manage devices. So for example, we've got the SR deck. The Cinedec can be the master over the deck and be the recorder or the player. So you're running everything from the front end of the Cinedec, and you're able to do assemble edits or insert edits to the tape, and or assemble edits onto the Cinedec. Of course, if you're using an Avid, you can plug the deck in and use it as a normal sort of tape deck connectivity. Because the reality of it is, why would you do that when you can encode DNX HD directly and just transport it in? Some of the other nice things we've been adding, we've got a lot of flexibility in terms of file naming. Our project window allows you to pretty much use any file name, any folder structure that you would like to use. And as I mentioned, you can write redundant files, so 2 different destinations at the same time. So for example, on an SSD or a SAN, all those destinations that you choose, you can have a different folder structure for those things, and you can either create that ahead of time, or you can point it to that folder structure at the time of your production. So for example, if you're recording for a SAN, it might be much easier to actually navigate through and choose, okay, I want to record to that folder as opposed to preset in the project, but either way you want to do it. And for file name, we've got a lot of flexibility with time of day, date in 3 different formats, time code, all these things you can add to your file name. The whole idea of working with variables, so you basically enter data once, and then you just simply plug it in with a button on the keyboard when you're creating your file names. There's a bunch of user variables as file names as well, so for example, if you've got a program ID, a production number, that sort of thing, you can create your own variables that can be plugged in and utilized as part of your file name or your folder structure. And of course the channels, it is a 4-channel recorder, and the RX3G is a 2-channel recorder. The channels can be named per encoder, so you can, by default, they're channel 1, channel 2, etc. But you can call it DT1, DT2, or ISO1, ISO2, or whatever your naming structure happens to be for a particular type of production. Coming up in the very near future, JPEG 2000, we'll be having some scheduling, H.264 streaming will be coming up, and I think that kind of gives you a little bit of a synopsis. Cinedec.com, so CINEDECK.com is the website. We're based out of New York City, manufactured outside of Chicago. We'd love to have a chat with you, so drop us an email or give us a call. The information is on the website, and have a nice day.